Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today you're going to be reviewing a Gemini Jets Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Choice Toys based out of Overland Park, Kansas. His website is www.choicetoysinc.com. Let me give you some heads up information about Lufthansa and how this airline came into existence. It's still operating strongly today. The history of Lufthansa can actually be traced back to 1926 when Deutsche Lufthansa AG was formed in Berlin, Germany. Then fast forward 27 years later, in an effort to operate a new national airline, a company called Lufthansa was formed in Cologne, Germany on January 6, 1953. Then on August 6, 1954, Lufthansa acquired the name and the logo of the liquidated Deutsche Lufthansa for 30,000 Deutschmarks, thus continuing the tradition of a German flag carrier of the name which is recognized today as Lufthansa. Lufthansa commenced operations officially on April 1st, 1955 when the airline won approval to start scheduled domestic flights linking Hamburg, Dusseldorf, Frankfurt, Cologne, and Munich. Then international flights commenced operations soon thereafter on May 1st, 1955 to London, Paris, and Madrid, followed by Super Constellation flights to New York on June 1st, 1955, and across the South Atlantic in August of 1956. The name of the company Lufthansa is derived from Luft, which is the German word for air, and Hansa, which is the Latin term meaning guild, most commonly used historically in reference to the Hanseatic League. The headquarters of Lufthansa is located in Deutz, an inner city sectional part of Cologne, Germany, while its main hub of operations is located on the grounds of Frankfurt Airport, which is located approximately 7.5 miles southwest of central Frankfurt, Germany. Lufthansa also has a secondary hub located on the grounds of Munich Airport, which is located approximately 17.7 miles northeast of Munich, Germany. Lufthansa is the largest airline in Europe in terms of passengers carried and fleet size. It operates services to 18 domestic destinations and 197 international destinations in 78 countries across Africa, North and South America, Asia, Europe, with a fleet of 268 aircraft, which includes 30 Airbus A319s, 63 Airbus A320s, 4 Airbus A320neos, 20 Airbus A321-100s, 44 Airbus A321-200s, 19 Airbus A330-300s, 18 Airbus A340-300s, 24 Airbus A340-600s, 1 Airbus A350-900 XWB, 14 Airbus A380-800s, 13 Boeing 747-400, and 19 Boeing 747-8 Intercontinentals. And in addition to the 268 aircraft that's currently operating in Lufthansa's fleet, Lufthansa also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 176 aircraft, which includes 20 Airbus A320-200s, 57 Airbus A320neos, 40 Airbus A321neos, 24 Airbus A350-900 XWBs, and 34 of the next generation forthcoming Boeing 777-9Xs, and those aircraft, as we speak, are on back order and are awaiting delivery. As of 2017, Lufthansa currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. And the Airbus destination code for Lufthansa on this aircraft is 42. Alright, now you see the Gemini Jets deal here in front of the box. The computer generated picture of the aircraft, the Lufthansa title and the logo, the aircraft type, the registration ship number, and the name of the aircraft. I will get into all that in a moment. And then there's all the model information at the bottom of the box. And now you're looking at the back of the box. See the Gemini 200 deal there, all the little information right there, the Facebook deal there. That's where you can go to their you can go to their Facebook page and get information about future releases there. And then there's the Lufthansa licensing product logo right there, because you know they had to get permission from Lufthansa to do this model. Okay, there's all the little information right there. Alright, this is the top of the box you see here. All the little information right there you see there. And this is the bottom of the box you see here. You know, you can also go to their website as well. You can get information about future releases that they're getting ready to release as well. Alright, This is the left side of the box. See all the little Gemini information right here, as well as there. The aircraft type, the registration number, the name of the aircraft, and the computer generated picture of the aircraft there. And this is the right side of the box. Same information you saw on the left side of the box you see there, okay? Okay, folks. This is the model that came with the model stand there. And you see that little black pattern right there on the stand. That is the pattern to prevent the model from being damaged and scratched when you put the model on the stand here, okay? Alright, this little pad, this little plastic deal here, see inside this plastic bag here. The two little toothpicks, these are the gear replacements. I'll go into detail for the purpose of these later on in the review, okay? Okay, with all that information out of the way about Lufthansa, how that the airline came into existence, the boxing, all the detail on the boxing, the model stand, and the gear replacements. So with no further ado, here is the model, folks. There it is, folks. The Gemini Jets Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 and 1/200 scale model. Now let me give you some heads up about Lufthansa's livery. Lufthansa adopted a new corporate identity sometime in 1988, which included a new livery makeover. And this livery has been the airline's signature trademark livery look ever since 1988. This right here, okay? So with no further ado, with that out the way, allow me to get down to the nitty-gritty and show you all the details on this aircraft. Shall we? Let's roll. Okay, we're gonna start on the port side where you see the realistic nose gears right there, the nose gear door with the partial registration number on there. Then there's the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on. And there's the nose cone right there. And then you see this little decal here between the cockpit windows and the L1 door. That is the Star Alliance decal. And Lufthansa joined the Star Alliance along with United, Air Canada, SAS Scandinavian Airlines, and Thai Airways International as one of the 5 founding members on May 14, 1997, which consists of 27 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And then you come right here underneath the cockpit window. You see the Lufthansa logo that's displayed here under the cockpit, as well as the tail here. This logo was designed by the late German architect and graphic designer Otto Firle in 1918. It symbolizes in the rich style crane in flight. This emblem was adopted by Deutsche Lufthansa in 1926 and has been the airline's official logo ever since. Okay, now we over here on the other side of the L1 door. You see the Lufthansa title right there, and then the Airbus A340-600 decal. Okay, Lufthansa is one of 9 carriers to have acquired this aircraft in their fleet or have acquired this aircraft previously. Virgin Atlantic, Qatar Airways, Etihad Airways, Iberia, South African Airways, and Mahan Air are the current operators of this aircraft, while Cathay Pacific, China Eastern, Kingfisher Airlines, and Thai Airways International were the previous operators of this aircraft, okay? Okay, we at the front of the aircraft once again. Still some more information right here. You see this title right here, Gummersbach. Well, that's the name of this aircraft, and you'll know what Gummersbach is. Gummersbach is a town in the state of North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. This town is also famous by its first league handball team, the VfL Gummersbach. This town is located approximately 33 miles east of Cologne, Germany. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, the Lufthansa title right there above the fuselage. Then you come right there, okay? And then you come right here, folks. This is the inboard landing light right there. You see there as well. Well, we're still on the port side where you got a side view of these engines here. And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent 556-61 engines that were used on this particular aircraft, the Airbus A340-600. You also see the engine cones right here, very detailed, as well as over there. Now I'm going to turn this plane to the front angle, let you see the engines from the front angle, and the turbo fan blades do spin, folks. Okay, now you got a front view of these engines right here, featuring the engine strike on both these engines here. As I mentioned, the fan blade spin right here, perfect. Okay, and then you got a better visual view of the inboard landing light right there as well. Now you're looking at the Rolls-Royce Trent 556 engines from the starboard side, and there's the inboard landing light right there, and the fan blade spin over here as well. Awesome, excelente. Okay, now you're looking at the front of this aircraft here. You got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, and the nose cone. You also see the Lufthansa logo on both sides of the aircraft as well. And finally, looking at the gears right here. You see the gear lights right there. They in there, very detailed right there. So with no further ado, I'm gonna take it back to the port side of the aircraft, because there's more information to share with you over there as well. Okay, we back on the port side of this aircraft, where you got a better visual view of these bogey gears right here. The left bogey gears on this side here as well, and as well as the center bogey gears over there as well. Alright, now you're looking at the winglets on the port side here, featuring the red navigation light right there beside the winglet as well. We're at the rear of the aircraft on the port side, where you see the registration ship number D-AIHN. Registration ship number D-AIHN. This is Lufthansa's 12th Airbus A340-600 aircraft to enter the airline's fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on September 1st, 2006, and was delivered to Lufthansa on September 27, 2006. However, this aircraft is no longer operating in service, as this aircraft was eventually withdrawn from Lufthansa's fleet on April 18, 2016, and it is currently stored up at an aircraft maintenance and storage facility at Teruel Airport, which is located in Teruel, Spain. Lufthansa has ordered a total of 24 Airbus A340-600s to add to their fleet, in which 21 are currently operating in service, and the other 3 has been withdrawn and are currently stored up at the aircraft storage facility in Teruel, Spain. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft once again, where you see this little flag here by the registration ship number. That is the German flag, and this flag represents the country where Lufthansa operates from as the national flag carrier for the country of Germany. And then as you come up here by the tail, there's the Lufthansa logo right there that I mentioned earlier. And then there's the partial registration ship number up here on the edge of the wing. The tail is there as well, Okay, now we look at the APU, the auxiliary power unit hole right here. It is a hole there. And you also see the strobe lights right there underneath the APU, auxiliary power unit hole right there as well. I'm going to let you see that at another angle. So here it is. There it is, the whole rear view of the Lufthansa Airbus A340-600. You also see the strobe light under the APU hole right there as well. Okay, now we're on the starboard side of this aircraft. You see the cockpit windows, the Lufthansa logo, the Star Alliance logo, the Airbus A340-600 decal, the gunner's back decal right there written, the Lufthansa title on the upper part of the fuselage, the front cargo container door, the nose gears, and the nose gear door right there with the registration number on there. And then you got the inboard landing light right there. Then you got the 2 massive Rolls-Royce Trent 556 engines right there, very detailed. And you got the winglet over here featuring the green navigation light on this side here as well. Okay, now behind these engines, now you see the bogey gears on the starboard side right there, as well as the center bogey gear over there as well. Okay, now we're at the back of the aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the cargo container door. There's the cargo container door switch right there. The AFT boat bin door, the registration ship number, the German flag, the Lufthansa logo painted here on the blue tail, and the registration number up here on the edge of the tail here as well. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, here's some features that you need to know about. The good news is the gears on here, they do roll. You see there? And they tilt as well. Okay? So with that said, allow me to show you the bird's eye aerial view of this aircraft. Okay, let's start with the bird's eye view. You see the nose cone right there, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, see the Star Alliance decal on both sides, the Lufthansa tiles on both sides, an antenna, SATCOM Wi-Fi box right there, the anti-collision beacon light, the wing walkway on this side as well as on that side. And there's another SATCOM box right there. The ADF antennas right there in 3D. Another antenna. There's another one. And then these little dots you see here as well as here on the horizontal stabilizer. Those lights are to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now we come over here, the wing walkway right there. The two big Rolls-Royce Trent 556 engine featuring engine stripe from the aerial view. The fuel dump valve right there, and the winglet right there. Same over here. The wing walkway, the big Rolls-Royce Trent 556 engines, the fuel dump valve, and the winglet over here as well. Now we're at the underbelly view of this aircraft. You see the nose cone, the closed gear, the retractable gears right there with the gear door, the couple antennas there, the anti-collision beacon light here under the belly, the hole where the stand goes in, the center bogey gear right there, the Gemini Jets logo, two more antennas there, pressure relief valve right there, and then there's the APU doors, the auxiliary power unit doors right there. Right there, and then you come over here, the bogies on the port side over here. There's the engines right there, the fuel dump valve, and the winglet over here. Same on this side, the starboard side. The gears tilt, see that? The engines there, fuel dump valve, and the winglet over there as well. Okay, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, I'm going to put it on that little wooden stand that I showed you here. So here it is, folks. Okay, I finally got this model on the stand. Looking at this model on the port side with the takeoff landing position right there, all the gears right there intact right there. Gears right there, okay. All right. And this is the aerial front view of this aircraft with the model on the stand. Alright, now you're looking at this model on the starboard side. You know how it's flexing a little bit. All the gears intact there on the stand. And finally, looking at this aircraft from the tail cam view. Okay, before I take this model off the stand, I got in this position for a reason. And the reason is the gear replacements. I'm going to take all these gear replacements off here. Starting with the front one. See it's magnetic there, folks. Okay, I ain't wasting time with that. Okay. There. Okay, over here. Gear right there, magnetic there. And the bogey gear here. Okay, so with that said, since I took all the gears off the model, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle. So here it is, folks. Okay, now you're looking at the model without the gears on the port side. Now you got two options from this point on. You can choose to leave them without the gears, but if you try to leave them without the gears, these are the gear replacements. Those gear replacements for to substitute the gears. Or you choose to leave the gears on there. I choose to leave mine on there. That's your choice. It adds more value in my opinion, okay? So enough said of that. I'm going to put these gears back on here and take this model stand, go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? Okay, now the seating configuration. There are two seating configurated versions that Lufthansa uses on their Airbus A340-600 aircraft. However, on this particular Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 aircraft, it seats 297 passengers in a 4-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, folks. From rows 1 and 2, that'll be from here to here. You have 8 flatbed first-class seats. Rows 3 to 12, that'll be from here to here. You have 44 angle flatbed business class seats. Rows 22 to 26, that'll be from here to here. That's 32 premium economy class seats. And rows 28 to 58, that'll be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have 213 standard economy class seats, brings a total of 297 seats. And finally, Lufthansa currently employs their Airbus A340-600s on routes mostly from their secondary hub in Munich, Germany, to destinations such as Boston, Chicago O'Hare, New York JFK, Newark, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Mexico City, Hong Kong, Shanghai Pudong, Beijing Capital, Tokyo Haneda, Dubai, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Seoul Incheon, and from Dusseldorf to Newark, New Jersey. Those are the routes, folks. Well, this concludes this model review. Please rate and subscribe, leave your comments and suggestions. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model. I would love to hear from you. So in the meantime, take care. God bless. I still have a ton of airplane models to show you folks. Stay tuned, okay?